The mass of air in a room in which this is 3 by 5 by 20 meters is known to be 350 kilograms. So we are going to find its density, or this is denoted as rho. Take note po for density. So ano po ba ang density natin? That is mass per unit volume. So take note po, given yung ating mass, and yung ating dimensions ng room, so pwede natin makuha yung density. So this is mass, that is equal to 350 kilograms all over yung volume na 3 times 5 times 20. This is now in cubic meters. So computing lang natin. So this is 350 all over 3 by 5 by 20 is now equal to 1.167. This is kilogram per cubic meter, and that is letter A. So take note lang po sa mga problems involving fluid mechanics. So karamihan or kadalasan ng mga problems is more on unit analysis. Okay, katulad ng thermodynamics rin, kung hindi nyo alam yung gagawin, so pwede sigurong tingnan sa mga units. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. So 100 grams of water are mixed with 150 grams of alcohol. So pinagmix natin to form an alcohol solution. So yung ating mass ng solvent dito, which is yung water, given naman. So mass of your solvent, that is equal to 100 grams. And yung imimix natin siya sa ating solute ng alcohol. So mass ng ating solute, so take note, this is alcohol, which is 150 grams. So alcohol having a density of that 790 kilogram per cubic meter. And the question is this: what is the specific gravity and the specific volume of the resulting mixture? So ano daw yung specific gravity and yung ating specific volume kapag pinaghalo mo sila? So yung resulting mixture na to, so this indicates your solution. Okay, assuming that the two fluids mix completely. Okay, so hahanapin natin dito is SG, or yung specific gravity, and yung ating specific volume, or this is denoted as your V. Okay? Take note po from your thermodynamics, so hindi na to bago sa atin from your lecture, that your specific volume is equal to what? That is equal to the reciprocal of your density. So, yan muna yung kunin natin, no? Okay? So, therefore, this is what? So, this is volume all over mass. Take note po, no? So, when we are dealing with solutions, so therefore, additive lang po yung ating volume at saka mass. Okay? So, volume of your solution all over mass ng solution. So, that is V now is equal to what? So, take note po, ang gusto natin sa taas, puro volume. So, this is equal to volume ng ating solute plus volume ng ating solvent all over mass ng ating solute plus mass ng ating solvent. Additive lang yung ating solution. Okay, so sige. Unahin natin yung sa solute. Okay? Take note po, ang gusto nating palabasin dito is volume. Okay? But however, ang binigay sa atin, mass. Okay? So, ano po ba ang gagawin natin dito? So, dito na po tayo mag-start unit analysis. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Since given naman yung density natin, so why not palabasin natin dito yung unit na volume? So, anong gagawin lang natin? Okay? So, since ang gusto natin dito is cubic meter, ipupunta natin yung cubic meter sa numerator. So, bali, i-flip lang natin yung mga units natin. So, kapag flip natin to, it will become 1 cubic meter per 790 kilogram. So, para lang siyang ratio. Okay, 1:790. Okay, or kung ibabaliktad mo yan, 790:1. Okay, then multiplied by yung ating mass ng solute. So, given naman, 150 grams. Okay? Pero ang gusto natin, dapat naka-kilogram. So, multiply lang natin ng in 1 kilogram, that is 1,000 grams. Then, plus yung ating volume ng solution. So, ganoon na rin yung gagawin natin dito sa, sa mass ng solvent. Take note po. Okay, kulang yung space natin. Baka na lang to. Okay. So, that is what? Okay? That is 100 grams multiplied by, so dapat alam na natin po yung ating density ng water from your thermodynamics. This is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Okay, gusto natin volume. So, this will become 1 cubic meter over 1,000 kilogram. Flip lang natin yung unit natin. So, ano mga magkakancel dito? Kilogram, kilogram, tapos gram at saka gram. So, ano pa? Yung ating pangalawang term. So, may kulang pa dito. Take note po, yung 100 gram natin, hindi siya compatible kay kilo. So, take note, in 1 kilogram, this is 1,000 grams. So, pwede na ba? Pwede na po. So, this is 100 grams. So, yung grams, magpa-cancel kay grams. We have also kilogram dito rin sa kilogram. Ayan. So, puro cubic meter na yung nasa taas. So, how about yung mass natin? Take note. Pagplasin lang natin yung mga. So, this is in 100 grams plus yung ating 150 grams. So, anong lalabas? So, that is cubic meter per gram. So, 1 divided by 790. So, multiplied by 150 over 1,000 plus 100 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 1 over 1,000. All over 100 plus 150. So that is 1.159, or that is 1.159 times 10 to the 6 or negative 6. This is 10 cubic meter per gram. Okay? So, meron ba yan sa choices? Wala. Okay? So, take note po. Unit analysis lang po. Conversion ang kailangan natin dito. Ang gusto ng choices natin, puro naka-cubic centimeters per gram. So, anong gagawin natin dito sa cubic meter? So, anong gagawin natin? Ko-convert lang natin. So, in 1 meter, that is 100 centimeter. Pero take note, naka-cube dito yung meter. So, i-erase natin to sa 3. So, therefore, yung ating specific volume na is equal to what? So, multiply lang natin yan na 100 raised to 3. So, this is equal to 1.159. This is now in cubic centimeter per gram. And this is letter D. Okay? So, yan natin, i-prove natin na yung SG ng ating solution ay 0.86. Okay? So, take note po ba, ano po ba yung ating specific gravity? Specific gravity ng substance is equal to what? Okay, that is equal to density ng ating substance over density ng water. Take note po, ang ating i-relate palagi natin when it comes to specific gravity is always water. Okay? Kasi yun nga, universal solvent siya at laging ginagamit yung tubig. And this is now equal to also specific weight ng substance all over specific weight ng ating water. Okay, take note po, specific weight is what? So yung ating gamma, this is known to be your specific weight. And ano yung unit nito? So this is Newton per cubic meter. Okay? So therefore, in terms of density, ano po yan? So then, specific weight is equal to yung ating density times yung ating gravity. Okay, G is your gravitational acceleration. Okay, ayan. And paki-take note po yung ating mga density na. Okay, density ng water. So this is equal to 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. So, and this is also 62.4 pounds per cubic foot. So kapag naman po specific weight, so this is equal to 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter. SI to. So kapag po specific weight, parehas lang rin po dito. Yeah, pounds per cubic foot. Okay, so sige. Punta na tayo dito sa SG ng substance natin. So SG ng substance is equal to SG ng ating solution, or sorry, density ng solution over density ng water. Ayan. So therefore, this is equal to density ng solution mo. Take note, ang meron sa atin ay okay, specific volume. Okay, so gawin lang natin tong density. Okay, raise to negative 1 natin. So this is density ng ating solution. This is 8 or 0.862. This is gram per cubic centimeter. Okay? So therefore, this is now what? So SG is equal to 0.862 gram per cubic centimeter all over yung ating density ng ating tubig. So that is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Okay, so hindi compatible yung units natin. So ang gagawin na lang natin dito is convert. Okay, take note. So this is multiplied by in 1,000 grams. So baliktad. In 1 kilogram, this is 1,000 grams. Multiplied by, okay, so meron ditong cubic centimeter. Okay, so dapat mag-cancel yan. So this is in 100 centimeters, 1 meter. So dapat naka-raise to 3. So ano magka-cancel? Yung gram at saka gram, kilogram at saka kilogram, yung centimeter, at saka yung ating cubic centimeter pa dito, and also yung cubic meter at saka cubic meter. Take note po, SG is unitless. Okay, unitless ito. So therefore, SG now is equal to 1. So answer multiplied by 1,000 or 100, I should say, 100 raised to 3 divided by 1,000 over 1,000. So this is 0.862. Okay, unitless. And this is letter D pa rin. Okay. Take note po, other name for specific gravity is also relative density. Okay? So, ang other name for SG is relative density. So, ano po ba ang relative density? So, lagi natin siyang nire-relate sa water. Okay? So, yan. So, yun yung mga gusto mag-picture. Part 1. Then part 2. Then part 3. Ipat ko lang ito sa taas. Ulitin ko lang, no? Baka hindi nyo na-capture yung nasa baba. Part 1, then part 2, then part 3. Okay? So, take note po, yung acting problem set is naka-arrange po siya according to the level of difficulty. So, para mas madali tayong mag-discuss, so hindi rin sabog yung ating lecture. Okay? So, number 8 na tayo. Yan. So, review lang po ng thermodynamics to. So, what is the resulting pressure when 1 pound of air? So, given po natin is 1 pound of air. And yung ating pressure dito, or initial pressure niya is 15 psi. And yung ating temperature is 200 Fahrenheit when heated. Okay? So, hinit natin at constant volume. Take note po, when constant volume, ano pong process ito? Isometric process. Okay, isometric process. Hinit natin siya to what? Okay? To temperature 800 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so hanapin daw natin yung resulting pressure. So, P2. Isometric process at constant volume. So, we will use your Gay-Lussac's law. Okay? So, what is Gay-Lussac's law? So, this is P1 over T1 is equal to P2 over T2. Take note po, wherein yung ating T or yung temperature must be in absolute temperature scale. So, anong gagawin lang natin dito? I-convert sa Rankine. So, that is 15 psi over 200 plus natin sa 460. So, para maging Rankine na siya. And this is now equal to P2 all over 800 plus 460. So, this is now in degree Rankine. So, what is now your P2 equal to? Okay, so this is 15 times 800 plus 460 over 200 plus 460. And this is equal to 28.636. So this is now in PSI. And that is letter A. Okay, let's move on to the next sample. Next, number 9. Okay. The volume of a gas under standard atmospheric pressure, take note po, yung ating condition is as STP. So, yung ating pressure is equal to 76 cm of mercury. And yung volume natin is equal to 200 cubic inches. Okay? So, ano pa yung alam natin dito? Okay? Your temperature is 0 degree Celsius. Okay? So, or that's 273 Kelvin at STP. Okay? So, now the question is this. What is the volume when the pressure? Okay? So, ano daw yung volume natin kapag yung pressure daw natin, pinakyat daw natin or in-expand. So, that is 80 cm Hg. Okay? So, yung final pressure natin. So, hanapin daw natin yung final volume. If your temperature is unchanged, hindi daw mapapalitan itong temperature. Constant daw ito. And kapag constant temperature, this is isothermal process. So, kapag isothermal process, we will use your Boyle's law. Okay? Kapag Boyle's law po, so that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 times V2. So, initial pressure times initial volume is equal to final pressure times final volume. So, this is equal to 76 cm Hg. multiplied by the volume, initial volume 200 inches cube, that is equal to yung ating P2 final pressure, so 80 cmHg multiplied by yung ating final volume V2. So ano mga magka-cancel? cmHg. So this is 676 times 200 over 80. And this is equal to 190 cubic inches. And that's letter A. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Okay. So, what is the atmospheric pressure on a planet where the absolute pressure is 100 kPa and the gauge pressure is 10 kPa? So, a little review lang po ng ating thermodynamics. So, there are 3 kinds of pressure. Okay, so first is yung ating atmospheric pressure or yung tinatawag nating PAPM. Okay, atmospheric pressure. So, in some books, so pwede rin itong tawagin na barometric pressure. Okay. So, ito po yung pressure natin at sea level. Okay, so always po dito na nire-relate lahat ng klase ng pressure. Okay, so this is also called your surrounding pressure or yung yung pressure mo sa surrounding. Okay? Number 2, yung ating gauge pressure naman po or yung P gauge. Okay, take note po, P gauge is yung actual pressure. Okay? Actual pressure ng ating body or yan po yung pressure na wherein involved po yung ating mga elevations, okay, especially dito sa gauge, okay, point pressures kasi ang tawag rin dito. Okay, so dalawa po yung klase ng gauge pressure natin. We have your positive gauge pressure and your negative gauge pressure. So when we say positive gauge pressure, this is only just an ordinary gauge pressure. Pero kapag negative po yung gauge natin, so this is your vacuum. So from the word vacuum, meaning hihigop, okay? So mas okay? Hihigop siya ng okay, ng mga materials. So basta lahat ng mga nasa surroundings ay hihigupin niya. That's your vacuum pressure. And we have also your absolute pressure, Pabs natin. So this kind of pressure is that meron pong effect or yung effect ng ating atmospheric pressure is kasama dun sa gauge pressure mo. Okay? With an effect of your atmospheric pressure. So, kung may effect pala yung ating atmospheric pressure sa absolute pressure, so therefore, your absolute pressure is equal to what? So, this is equal to your gauge pressure plus yung ating atmospheric pressure. Okay, take note po kung hindi sinabi yung atmospheric pressure natin, ang default natin dito, default analysis is we will obtain the conditions for STP. Okay? So, default po natin, conditions at STP. Okay? So, standard temperature and pressure. Okay? So, alam naman na po natin yung mga standard temperature and pressures natin. Okay? And pressure. So, for the pressure po, so ito po yung ating i-obtain natin. So, for STP, 1 atmosphere. So, for torr, okay, 760 torr. We have also 760 mmHg. We have also 14.7 psi. We have also 29.92 inches of mercury. we have also 101.325 kPa. Also 1.012.325 bar. Okay? So, yan po yung mga standard pressures natin. And lahat po yan equal yung mga. So, kaya ginagamit po natin yan kung minsan sa conversion. Okay? Sige. So, what is the atmospheric pressure? So, hinahanap natin dito, atmospheric pressure on a planet where the absolute pressure, so given po yung absolute pressure natin, 100 kPa. And this is now equal to your gauge pressure, which is 10 kPa. So, kung wala pong sinabing negative yung gauge pressure natin, we will assume it to be positive. Okay? So, therefore, this is equal to 10 plus yung ating atmospheric pressure. So, therefore, atmospheric pressure now is equal to 100 minus 10, or that is 90 kPa. Okay? And this is letter A.